So, my eye doctor also prescribed me a discount for my contact lenses, as they are designed for your own eyes, for your eyes needs. Then they are more expensive, and you can use them for 1 year or for 2 years. So she used to write, in my opinion, that I have this eye disease that I do not have. And then all of a sudden she told me that she couldn't write it anymore from the office where I had my private visits by her. So I would have to go to National Health Fund, to the place where she has patients who rely on National Health Fund. And that, the waiting list is very long most of the time. It can take a year, or it can take even longer than that, at least 6 months to wait. So once she just showed me that I can just have it like that, I just went with the idea to yet another eye doctor that I proposed to him, asked him to write such a prescription to me, saying that I had a disease that I didn't have. And I didn't see that it was inappropriate. Just in the moment of asking, I felt very awkward. So in that way, people model for us behaviors, and they design contexts where they give you, and then it's gone, so that you go and ask somebody else to actually commit to do a bad thing and to cross the line because of your request. And I remember when I brought her chocolates for that, and she told me she wasn't doing that for that. So, okay. Yeah, it's probably from pure heart she did that. But I told you how it worked with my driving license. Like the very first time, I was told with the flashlights examination that this is retina degeneration and I will not have driving license, and yet I kept on staying positive, and then it turned out, well, I could do the driving license, yes? Well, I have 2 more examples. My brother was very fearful of doing the laser surgery, and because he was very fearful of that, so he had to redo one eye. And even though he redone it, he felt like, well, it wasn't like so ideal, right? And my sister did the laser surgery, and she was connected to someone who owns a hospital. Then she said that she felt well taken care of, and that she wasn't scared of the surgery, and then therefore the surgery was very successful for her. And I also wanted to tell you more about my allergy. So when I was a teenager, I was asked by my aunt to go and help by the neighbor with the hay. So we were sitting in the attic, 3 people, 3 girls, we were having fun, and we were just putting the square hay into one place once they were coming. But there was a lot of dust over there, and I was sneezing all the time. And once we got back home, there was a lot of black dust in ears and in our noses. And later I developed allergy to dust, and I actually didn't even connect it with that event, but I was asked by my sister, like, where did you get that? So it never crossed my mind to blame anyone, but I think, it took me 5 years to go and get the injection for allergy, to remove this allergy. And then whenever I had the deadline, maybe not whenever, but it happened that we forgot with my mother about the deadline, and then we argued about the money because she had to pay for my private visits then if I forgot yeah, I also remember that with my mother we forgot to inform the doctor that we had a family disease which is based on taking the wrong pills. If you take a wrong pill, then you can induce that disease and you can have pain in your liver, because my uncle had a lot of pain in his liver and they were trying to search for some stones or some other things when it turned out that it's induced by the wrong meds, right? So I was taking those injections once a month, and we didn't inform my doctor. And that's, well, it's essential to know what's the ingredient of the injections. And the doctor treated us very badly. Dr. Olahovska was very bad to us. So she just wrote the note and stuck it in front of my mother and told her to sign it. And I think that event could easily also turn out to be a blame game, which didn't, because I resigned from her service. I didn't like the way he treated us. If we forgot, we forgot. But it's nice to say, I don't know for now what bad symptoms can you have, but I will try to find out if she doesn't know. And not just, to stack it, sign it, and get out of my office, so to say. I think it was very rude of that lady. And during that time, from time to time, I had to do a spirometry, so the breath evaluation. And it turned out that I had asthma in a minimal degree. So Dr. Olahovska would prescribe me an inhaler, which was an extra cost for my family. And when I changed the doctor, I told her I didn't use this inhaler. I mean, there was a time I used it for a little bit, but then I stopped. And I told her that it was just one situation in my life when I couldn't catch a breath. And the new doctor told me not to use this inhaler. Okay, 7 minutes. Yeah. I'm telling you this because she works with people, and just to intimidate someone with the note, please sign the note, is just not fair. Plus, for now, I know my mother has an extrasensory perception developed, so there's a lot of acting here. But okay. So that's it for today, and thanks for watching, and talk to you soon.